Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Toria. It's my pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here today. If you guys aren't new here, you know that recently we hit 20K subscribers, so today we are going to be doing a special giveaway for you guys at the end of this video, so make sure to watch the whole thing. And let's go ahead and get started. So PUR Cosmetics was kind enough to send me a giant box of goodies. These goodies were sent to me for free, but this video is not sponsored, so all of the opinions are going to be 100% my own. I already love PUR Cosmetics to begin with, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love everything that they have sent because I have yet to find a product from PUR that I don't like. So I wanted to create this full face look for you guys using all PUR Cosmetics products. Some of these products are new products that they have just sent to me, and they're going to be like first impressions. I'll let you guys know what I think, and then the rest of them, to fill in the rest of the full face of makeup, are my favorites that I've pulled in to use again. As always, if there are any of the products in the video that you guys want to purchase on your own, I'm going to link them all in the description box below for you. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. So I love using hydrating masks to prep my skin before makeup application, and they did send me a mask today. This is the Blue Agave mask. It's the energizing peel off mask. I love peel off masks. They're so gratifying to just like peel all of that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my skin before we get into any makeup. This feels so light and cooling on the skin. Oh, it's so refreshing. This brush isn't really spreading it out the way that it should be, and I don't want to make it too thick so that it doesn't dry. So I'm just going to go into my fingers instead. And now that I have it on, it feels so cool and refreshing still. It's just like tingly sensation on my skin. It feels really, really nice. So this says leave on for about 10 to 15 minutes and let dry, and then we can peel it on off. It says that it energizes, plumps, and hydrates the skin for a look of clearer, smoother, and more revitalized complexion. It has agave extract to help moisturize and plump the skin, an energy complex that has a combination of green tea, ginseng, and B vitamins to stimulate the skin's metabolic renewal process. And it just says that it can be used 2 to 3 times per week for 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just going to let this dry, and I will be right back. Next, I'm taking a product that I've had for a while. This is the PUR Cosmetics HydraGel Lift. I love using this under my eyes to kind of prep them for makeup. It just like feels so nice and cooling, and it feels kind of like it's a primer for your under eye concealer. So just put that under there and then pat it in. And then now I'm taking a new product that they just sent me. This is the Make It Matte. So this is just like a gel type of consistency. It's like just very smoothing, kind of like a primer-ish thing that just creates kind of a barrier between your makeup and the oils if you have oily skin. So I'm only going to use this in areas where I do tend to get a little bit oily, which is in the T-zone area. So it feels really nice on the skin. It definitely made my skin look matte in those areas. Very smoothing. I guess we will see how it works under the foundation. Here I have the 4-in-1 correcting primer, and this says energize and rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics. Assuming that this is going to be nice and hydrating. Oh, it smells so good, guys. It smells like coconut. It feels amazing on the skin. It's just like a nice drink of water. I love hydrating the skin. Hydration really is key to having like the most amazing foundation. So for foundation today, they have sent me a new foundation. This is the Bare It All foundation. It says 12-hour 4-in-1 skin perfecting foundation. This is the shade Golden Medium, so let's hope that this matches my tan right now. This high performance 12-hour demi matte foundation helps to cover imperfections and instantly perfect the skin while helping to correct problem areas over time, so you can confidently bear it all. So it's definitely like a lotion consistency. I wonder if this has sunscreen in it. It doesn't say, so I don't think it does. But it has like a lotion consistency. It's a little bit thicker, which I personally really like. I feel like those are more hydrating on the skin. And I'm just going to spread this around my face. And then buff it in. This foundation feels so nice on the skin and looks really beautiful and flawless. It just blended in so nicely. It didn't settle into my lines and my forehead at all. And it still has like kind of like a tacky consistency, which I really like because then it's more hydrating. It doesn't get too matte, and you can kind of customize that. If you want it more matte, you can add some powder over top, but if you like it a little bit more creamy, especially if you have dry skin, then this is perfect. It doesn't emphasize any dryness at all. It doesn't look flaky or patchy. It just looks nice and smooth and beautiful, and gives you a good amount of coverage. I wouldn't say that this is completely full coverage because you can still see this little zit popping through here, but I think it's a little bit more buildable. I believe if I add a little bit more, I can get more coverage out of it. So as you guys can see, it completely matches my neck, so this was the perfect shade for me, the golden medium. I'm so happy that we had a match. And now let's go ahead and warm up the skin and add a little bit of contouring. So they sent me another one of the Cameo Contour double-ended foundation stick. I love this so much. You guys already know if you watched my favorite PUR products video. I use this all the time. I just actually used up the rest of the last one that I had. I've just been kind of like digging into it, trying to get the little bit that's left, and so now I have a brand new one, so thank you so much for that. Comes with the awesome sponge. I have so many of these now. It makes me so happy that I don't have to clean them constantly because I can just put them in the rotation. And it's a great sponge as well. It does a really good job at blending things out. So I'm going to take the contouring side. And then I'm going to take my brush to spread it out a little bit and start blending it before I go in with the blender. And just softening up those lines. I feel that it blends a lot easier when I do this. And I don't have to spend so much time working it in with the blender if I just kind of buff it out a little bit to start. And then I love using the flat end on the top of the sponge in order to blend out my contour so that I can keep it exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to take the opposite side of that foundation to do a little bit of highlighting in the center of my face. So a little bit on the chin, down the center of the nose. I'm going to use the side of this down the center of my nose. And then a little bit just under where I contoured. This is the thing that I'm most excited about out of everything that they've sent me this time. This is the Disappearing Ink Concealer. I always love trying out concealers. I'm always looking for one that works the best for me. This one has a little bit of a soft foot applicator. I don't know what you would call this, but this type of applicator here, and this is the shade medium. So let's go ahead and try this out under the eyes. It looks a little bit dark. I'm afraid this is going to be too dark for me, but we'll see. Looks a little dark. Okay, now that I've got the concealer blended out, it looks really nice. It is obviously a little bit too dark for me. It's a little bit darker than the bottom part of my face here, but maybe using a face powder will help balance that out, like a colored face powder. But my first impressions of the concealer are it does look really nice. It is starting to crease already, but that typically happens on me with any concealer. Usually I'll just let it sit for a minute and set a little bit, and then I'll look up and blend away the creases and then set them with powder, and I'm usually pretty good to go for the rest of the day. So I'm hoping that that will work out the same way. It blended out really nicely. It was really creamy. It's not drying. It doesn't emphasize your lines at all. I wouldn't say that it is full coverage though. It's definitely maybe a medium coverage concealer. I can still see a little bit of darkness here and then a little bit underneath. It does look really nice for like everyday wear as someone who doesn't have as dark of circles as I do. So here I have the 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. This has SPF 15 in it, which is great for the summertime. You want to get that SPF on your skin. This is Golden Medium shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and set the perimeter of my face with this. I have to say, I do really like this powder. It kind of evened out the color in my face. I still would have preferred a little bit more of a brighter under eye, so I would suggest possibly going a shade lighter with your concealer if you like that kind of effect. I feel like it just gives my face a little bit more shape, so I would have gone with maybe the light, or if they have a light medium shade, I'm not quite sure, but just one step lighter than the medium. But overall, I really do like this color. I feel like it just evened out how light underneath here was, so it just kind of balanced everything out, and it also set my makeup in place without emphasizing any dryness. It looks completely smooth and beautiful. It does not look dry at all, and it just has kind of almost even like a luminous finish to it. It doesn't have like a glowy, it doesn't have shimmer in it, but it like makes your skin still look like healthy and luminous and like lit from within. Quickly off camera, I went ahead and set my under eyes with a little bit of powder. Now we can go ahead and start in with the eye makeup, which I'm really excited about. So this is another product that you guys have seen on my channel before, and that is the PUR Eyes palette. It's a really adorable mini like travel palette, and it just has these gorgeous colors in it. If you guys remember watching the other video that I created on this, I compared this to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. It has almost the exact same shades minus a couple, but they're just so similar, and this is so affordable. This comes in an eyes and lips kit, which I think was about $18. Don't quote me, I can't remember exactly, but it was very, very affordable, and you get 2 different palettes in it for the same amount of money, and the quality is amazing. So I'm just going to create another eye look using this palette for you guys today, so that we can keep it all in the PUR family. I started off using the shade Hush, which is this nude shade here. Just place that all over my lid. I show you guys this every single time, so I figured I'd just cut it out this time and we'd start straight in with a transition shade. So the next shade I'm going to pick up is this shade right here called Hush, which is kind of like a cool toned light brown shade. So I went ahead and finished this eye. You guys can see a huge difference here. Like, my one eye looks so much bigger than the other one. So next I'm taking the shade Love Life, which is this matte pink color, and I'm going to run that through the crease and start creating that rounded shape. Next I'm taking this deep matte brown shade called Goals, and I'm just going to deepen up and really create that rounded shape in the outer corner and just a little bit more in the crease so that when we cut it, it looks nice and dramatic. And now off camera really quickly, I'm just going to cut my crease with a little bit of concealer. Now that my crease is all cut out, I'm grabbing one of my favorite products. Again, this is Namaslay, and this is the Quick Pro Glitters, I believe is what they're called. I love these so much, and that is how I get that little sheen right up at the top of that cranberry shade on the lid. So I'm just going to take that and run that along the upper edge. It's okay if it gets a little bit on the lid as well, because we're going to be covering that up anyway. And then for all over the lid, I'm taking the shimmery cranberry shade right here called Admire and placing that all over the lid, making sure not to completely cover up that light area. One more little pop of sheen on the center of the lid. I'm going in with another of the PUR Pro glitters. This one is in the shade Lust. Okay, and now we have a new mascara. This is called the Triple Threat Mascara, and this looks like it has a tiny brush. I love these so much. So obviously I used it on this side, so I can tell you guys right now, it's amazing. Just watch. So let's go ahead and apply this. At first, I thought I wouldn't like it. As soon as I opened the tube, I was like, wow, this formula looks really, really dry. But the fact that it's a little bit more of a thicker consistency means that when you rub it up against your lashes and pull up, it like sticks really, really well, and especially gives me a lot of volume on my lower lashes, which are basically non-existent. It makes them look amazing. And the applicator is so tiny that you can get so close to the roots of your lashes, which I absolutely love. And just wiggling it and pulling it up just like does amazing things. I don't have incredible lashes to begin with, but this one looks amazing on what lashes I do have. We have two more products here for me to show you. One is new, one is one that you've seen in a previous video. The next item we have here is the Bronze and Brighten palette. And this is a cheek palette. It has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight in it. This does have a shimmery bronzer, so I'm not sure how often I would actually use that. I mostly use matte bronzers, but I might try it out for you guys today. I don't normally tend to like a lot of shimmer, especially on my forehead area, but I'll try it out for you guys. So I am going to dip into that first pretty lightly with this MAC 135 brush. It actually looks really nice if you buff it into your skin. It doesn't look crazy reflective and doesn't enhance any kind of texture, so that actually looks really, really nice. It's actually a lot less reflective than I thought it would be, a lot less shimmery. It's really, really nice. It just gives you a really subtle glow with a little bit more color. So a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to overdo it. I almost feel like this is a little bit too much on my cheeks, but definitely can't say it's not pigmented. And now for the blush, this is gorgeous corally color, corally peachy color. I'm going to take that on the PUR My Little Pony blush brush. And then finally highlighting with that center shade. And then to finish everything off, I'm going to line my lips with the Nude Lip Pencil and then go over it with the Birthday Suit Lip Gloss. So that's it for this makeup look using all PUR products. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I loved every single product that I used today. Obviously some of them were my favorites that I already had, and then some were gifted to me from the company recently, and it was my first time trying them out. I don't have anything bad to say about any of it. I think my makeup looks flawless. It's going to last all day. And everything just performed really, really well. The only thing I'd say again is if I could get a lighter shade of the concealer, it would be absolutely perfect. Other than that, I loved it. So I want to thank those of you who stuck around for the entire video. I am doing a giveaway today. There's going to be 2 winners. This is international and it will run for 1 week. All you have to do is be a subscriber of my channel and then go over to Instagram and follow me there as well. Then leave your Instagram handle in the comments section below. I have a ton of the PUR glitters. I love these so much. You guys see me use them all the time, and I know that you guys will love them too. So I've got 5 of them here. So one person's going to get 3, and then the second person will get 2 of them. So the group of 3 is the reddish shade that I used today called Lust, and then the lighter shade called Namaslay. And then finally, this is another shade I love to use for everyday purposes. This one is called Oh My God, and it's like this nice bronzy glittery shade. And then the second place winner will be getting the same red shade as well called Lust, and then the gold shade called Queenie. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you guys so much for all of the support you show me every single day by watching my videos, liking them, and leaving comments. I appreciate it so much. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!